3 because you're a genius. Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the 102nd review of the What Is It playlist. And we will be taking a look at this. This is Grizzly Snuff. It is a natural. The last time it was reviewed on this playlist was in 2019. So we're going to take it over to the desk, take a closer look at the packaging and the product inside before we bring it back up top and I let you know what I think. This playlist and another review from it will pop up on screen in the last 20 seconds of this video, and I would also like to draw your attention to the 2 links in the description. They are how I go about funding this channel. Now I'm going to give you today's date. I do not know what the date is on the can, but I don't believe this review is going up on YouTube until early August. So today is the 18th of April 2025. 18th of April 2025. With that, we're off. Okay, and here we are. So what you have is an American Snuff Company standard raised rim, thin, going around the edges. The letters of the word Grizzly are raised. Everything else is flat to the can. It is basically running with an all silver. Going around to the banding, you have their website, which is mygrizzly.com, and a somewhat wider or thicker than U.S. smokeless warning label that does not go all the way around the can. Barcode, manufacturer's information. So it is a product of the American Snuff Company, LLC, which is now headquartered out of Clarksville, Tennessee. This particular product is 90% U.S. tobacco and 10% imported. It is a standard can, which is 1.2 ounces. For those overseas, that is 34.02 grams. You have American Snuff Company branding, and then you have branding and cut backdash flavor. Again, this will be a natural. You have the standard American Snuff Company can, M4. So this was produced in December of 2024. As I said, it is April now, so it is still got about a month before it's out. And with that, we will open this up. That's actually sounding sort of papery tonight. Not quite sure why that is, but that's fine. They've put these lids now on the Grizzly products, it would seem. Is that set? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, the stuff stays fresh. What I'm talking about here is the lid is thicker. You would think if you were just looking at the inside right off the bat that maybe the top was sort of set in. It really isn't. They've somehow either deepened the channel underneath the rim and possibly made the actual material of the flat thicker, which originally you started seeing with the Kodiak products when they came out in the nursery wallpaper pastel stuff. Anyway, so that is registering about right what I'm seeing in person. You got an indentation and it's not bouncing back too much. Moisture level seems all right. It's marking the paper. This, like all Grizzly products in my mind, are leaning dry. Those lids, the lid that I'm talking about, so they're sort of a pain in the butt, to tell you the truth, but they do keep the product in good condition, and I'm guessing for longer periods, which if you have the distribution system of American Snuff Company, you sort of need. So this is what you're looking at. Give me a second. And we're back. Okay, so you can see the moisture level. You can see that it's not really a snuff cut. There's no American Snuff Company products that are actually snuff cut. It is a very fine cut, and I say that because you are looking at this under quite a bit of magnification now, okay? It is going to represent in pinching like a fine cut. So keep that in mind. Okay, and with that, we will bring it up top, and I will let you know what I think. And we're back up top. Okay, so smell off the tin is the smell you would find with any American Snuff Company natural. Okay, that's basically the gist of it. If you do not know what that means, then that means you've never had one, and technically speaking, you're not missing anything. So it's different from Copenhagen. Okay, so see that right there? It's not a huge pinch by any means, but if this was actually, let's say, Copenhagen snuff, you wouldn't be, or I at least, let me rephrase that, I would not be able to do that. Moisture level is good. Try and get this crap off my hands, actually. It's a little bit too good. Wow, okay. So, with any fine cuts, snuff cuts, nicotine and flavor release are faster than you would get with a long cut, which is the selling point for these. So with this, keeping that in mind, it stays the course on that whole idea. There seems like there's a lot of flavor real fast, like a lot. There's also mouthfeel with this. Now, I don't get that so much with Copenhagen. I get it a little bit. I don't know what the nicotine level is in this product, but I am thinking it is elevated. It could just be that it's coming real fast and I'm taking it as elevated. But I'm saying that because there's contact area feel, okay? Which I would not get with a lot of other naturals. I usually don't get any mouth feel at all with naturals, nor do I really with straights. So I don't think anybody's going to find this wanting for nicotine. For some, it may be too much. For some, it's going to be a bit of an issue as fine as it is cut-wise. That said, I recently got a can of this myself. I was trying something else out, and I sort of like it. And I say that because Levi Garrett's signature has disappeared and may be no more for all I know. So, flavor-wise, this is dead on. Now, I don't think it has the nicotine of the signature, but it has the flavor, and it's about the same cut, which works for me because I had really taken to the signature this past year, usually outside during work season. Thanks, Rex Doom. Anyway, so all in all, if you're wanting to get something that's finer, cut, natural, and give it a go, there is no reason not to with this. All right? Will your pinches be smaller? Now, you saw how I took two. So, yeah, even with two, I'm smaller than I usually am. Can just last a little longer. And I don't think having a little less is going to really alter your nicotine intake with this product. So all in all around sound. I don't like the lid. I don't like the all silver. It seems like they really want to try to be something else that they will never be. But all in all, I think it's a sound product, and if you're looking to delve into, or if you have a problem finding your normal snuff, it'll be a stand-in. Copenhagen guys are, they're not going to be really happy with anything, but if you like Copenhagen's cut for some reason, this is not that. Okay? For some reason, if the cut of Copenhagen Snuff is what you want, this isn't that. Okay? It's a fine cut. It's a very fine cut, but I wouldn't even say this is actual snuff cut. In my mind, the U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company products are the only ones that actually nail that down. So, this has been my review of Grizzly Snuff. It is a natural and a very fine cut. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. As always, do take care of yourselves, and God bless. That's way too late in the game. I am not redoing this.